So, have you ever heard the saying, there's no dignified way to fight a pig? Well, Jesus talked that way about pigs too. Jesus said, don't throw your pearls to pigs. Good morning, and welcome to 755 Live. For about 5 minutes, you'll hear all about easy to remember soundbite versions of what Jesus said. And the point is to help you experience life to the fullest, the Jesus way. Today's Jesus said comes from Matthew 7:6, and you can find a different command of Jesus every weekday at our Bible plan at bible.today.church. Today we'll be reading from the New Living Translation, where Jesus said, don't waste what is holy on people who are unholy. Don't throw your pearls to pigs. They will trample the pearls and then turn and attack you. Now, to understand this a little bit better, let's read another translation. This is the New English Translation, and some context from this same chapter. Okay, so a few verses up, Jesus said this: "Do not judge, so that you will not be judged. For by the standard you judge, you will be judged, and the measure you will use will be the measure you receive." Don't throw your pearls to pigs. How does this relate? Well, Jesus is always dealing with heart issues. And it's not about judging others. It's not about considering our righteousness a platform to look down on those who've not received that gift of righteousness and grace from God. It's not about considering others dogs and pigs. It's about fighting the right battles, not the wrong ones. So let's read Matthew 7:6 again in this same translation and kind of thinking about the context here of don't judge so that you won't be judged. Where Jesus said in Matthew 7:6, do not give what is holy to dogs or throw your pearls before pigs, otherwise they will trample them under your feet and turn around and tear you to pieces. Unpacking this, that's a very brutal response. But trying to help people the wrong way doesn't help them and can hurt you. Now, for those that Jesus was talking to at this time, they would have been very familiar with a proverb about pigs. And also, pigs were outcasts in their society. They didn't eat them, they didn't touch them, and they considered Gentiles oftentimes dogs and pigs. But this proverb would have been familiar to them. In Proverbs 26, 11 and 12, it says, as a dog returns to his own vomit, so a fool repeats his foolishness. There's more hope for fools than for people who think they are wise. And Peter quoted this as well, where he said, they prove the truth of this proverb. A dog returns to his vomit, and another says, a washed pig returns to the mud. You've probably heard the phrase, lipstick isn't for pigs, or if you put lipstick on a pig, he's still a pig. Well, there's no dignified way to fight with a pig. And judgment doesn't give us a better perspective to prove our point. It just lowers us to the level of those we are judging. Now, the words of Jesus help us rise above judgment, above anger, above bitterness and strife. And when we focus on love, joy, peace, kindness, and mercy, there's no reason to get involved in arguments and name calling. Don't waste your breath. Don't waste your typing, your swiping, or your reposting. The peace that Jesus gives us through obedience is sacred and holy. Hang on to it. Don't treat it with contempt through judgment and condemnation. I say all the time, no one was ever argued into the kingdom of God. The truth will get trampled in the mud if you try to fight with a pig. A few verses later in Matthew 7, Jesus gives what we call the golden rule, where he says to do to others whatever you would like them to do to you. This is the essence of all that is taught in the law and prophets. And when Jesus talks about the narrow way into the kingdom, and the way to destruction being wise or wide, he's saying, don't waste goodness by condemning and judging others. Love is the narrow way. It's easy to fight fire with fire, but peacemakers put the fire out. Don't throw pearls to pigs. Don't waste your breath fighting a battle that is only going to drag both of you down into the mud. It's peace, it's love, it's joy, it's kindness that will make a difference. Jesus said, don't throw pearls to pigs. How can you put that into action today? Thank you so much for listening. If this is meaningful to you, it does mean a lot to me if you like it, if you share it, if you comment. I really appreciate you. I hope that you have an amazing day. And I hope this time together has helped you live life to the fullest the Jesus way. And remember, follow Jesus today. Love